Hello farmers and welcome back to Western Australia. Today is the day. Well, maybe not this in-game month, but in this video we will be buying our harvester. Yes, I need about I just did the way I would like to actually modify it and get it to be how I want it on the farm. Yeah, 505,000 is what we need, and currently we're at -5. Yeah, -5. So I need a little bit of cash here. We should get a good amount here and there, so we'll see. If I can't get all the way up to where we need it, I can probably still get the combine, just not get it to where, you know, I would like to have it modified too. The sheep need some feed. They were getting kind of low. That bale should be doing them good. And for sheep, we're up to 282 sheep. Well, I said we are multiplying. They're multiplying. I got the wool ready to go on down to the fabric shop. That needs to be made. But today, in this in-game month, we're going to start selling some things. And yeah, I kind of wish I had a bigger auto-loading trailer for a lot of the pallets. So I think the stuff over here at this production building, I think I'm just going to put that on this direct sale. With the production mod, we will get 90% of what the going price is. So that's not too bad. But as for like the stuff at the sugar factories, I think I'll probably see how many I can load up onto a trailer and go from there. So let's go ahead and actually start get some positive money into our bank account. Let's dive into our productions. And we're looking for... What am I looking for? The fruit and vegetable processing plant. Yes, that's what we need. So apple juice. So we'll change that to... Whoop. Selling organic waste. No, we keep that. Apricot jam. Selling plum jam. Selling ketchup. Selling strawberry juice. Selling, and pickles, selling. Most of those prices right there, or things that we're selling, if I go to our stock market page, where is that? So apple juice is good in September. We are in December, but we're just going to sell it anyways because we get 3,000. August, November, September. Not the best time, but we're talking. Let's see. 20. 30, 40, 50. We'll just say about $60,000 worth of material from there. So that will sell in a little while. So I need my trailer because I need to go over to the sugar plant, but I got wool on there right now. So I need to take a trip on down to our fabric shop, dump that on in, and that process can be continuing. Let's jump into here. So let me go on down there. I'm going to drop this off. I'm going to drive all the way back. I probably should be using my case for this. Actually, the case, I think, is the same top speed. 32, 32. So top speed is the same. Doesn't matter. So I will see you again over at the sugar plants, and we'll start loading up the sugar... what's it called? Sugar something or other. Sugar... cane juice. We got about $120,000 of it to sell, so that is a good chunk of money. So we'll see how close we can get to, you know, being able to buy our combine. Sugar, we're going to get a lot of money from that, but that will be sold in January. We're going to wait for the best time to sell, of course. And then harvest season is January for our oats and our wheat that we planted. Harvesting the oats first, and we'll sell the oats just directly because I have no place to store it. I don't need it for anything. The wheat will probably sell most of it, and maybe I'll keep some and possibly get some chickens. We're not going to get that far in this episode because we got a lot of selling to do, and of course harvesting these fields is going to take a while also. But I'll see you over at the sugar factory after I get this wool put into our fabric shop. While I was down at the store, I figured let me have a good look at our stock market page to see, am I going to make, you know, $500,000 according to that? And the answer looks like it's going to be no. But I'm kind of hoping that once we sell a lot of this stuff, our farm value will go up and the bank will allow me to borrow some money. One step at a time, though. All right, so I should have the sugar here now on storing, so no more should spawn here. And if I unload this, it's going to go to the left. Perfect. Well, okay, never mind. I'll say while we're waiting for that to spawn, well, there it is. So this should be just the cane juice. And I'm hoping... No, don't... Oh, Alright, let me... Should have known I was going to load the sugar. Alright, let me just drop this off over here. Let's see, if I want to just get the cane sugar. That's what I want to do. Only, please. All right, and hopefully this stuff will double stack, maybe even triple stack. If not, I'll be loading up as much as I can to bring on down to sell. Now, we should get 120,000, and that is all before our score bonus, which I have no idea what our score bonus is at, but I think it's like a 10%. So how many liters of cane juice do we have? A lot. 190,000 liters. So that's going to be 190 crates, basically. Well, as long as it keeps stacking, it's going to be a few trips, I guess. So let me see how much I can load up here. And I will see you down at the store. And we're bringing it to sell everything, I suppose. Should I be bringing it there, though? I put that down, or I may have put that down for the cane juice. You know what? I need the money. That's where we're bringing it to. All right, I'll see you down at the store. I have swapped out the Massey Ferguson for the case because hauling 50,000 liters of cane juice was a little bit too much for it. This is only 50 of the pallets, 50,000 liters, and we got a whole bunch to sell. This, first of 4 trips, basically. But now the money is going on in, which is great. All right, so 31,619, bonus with 3230. So 1 trip down. I'll do the second and third trip. I'll jump cut that, sell that stuff, and I'll see you for the 4th one. And then we're probably just done for the month and get over to January. And then we'll start selling some sugar and probably the tableware as well. We got about 100 grand plus of that. And it's going to be kind of a bad time to be selling it, but we need the cash. So it's going to take me a while, but I'll see you on the 4th load of the cane juice, and we should be somewhere, I'm guessing around 130, maybe $140,000 in the bank account at that point. The last load of cane juice being brought down. We are sitting at just under 160,000. That also includes all of the pickles and all that stuff from the fruit and vegetable production building that we got going on. Gotta be kind of careful. Had a mishap with the second load a little bit. I destroyed some of the oats in the oat field, not a whole lot. But when I was coming off the grass field and I turned onto the road, the trailer almost tipped. So it was either go through the oat field and destroy some oats, or tip over a huge load of cane sugar on a trailer and maybe not upright it. Super strength does not lift up everything. I learned that a long time ago, so I know that trailer load there may have a hard time flipping back over. So we're at $180,000. So I was looking at some other things to bring on down with this load, and honestly, I was going to start loading up the molasses because that is going to be in the same kind of crates as the cane juice. But we got 384,000 liters in stock, but it only sells for 40 per 1,000 liters for a grand total of today at 15,544. I'm just going to put that on sell directly because, I'm going to get 90% of that, so it's not that much of a loss. And I think the same I'm going to do for the bagasse. So let's go into our production buildings and scroll on down to sugar. Bagasse, we'll put that on selling. Molasses, we'll put that on selling. Let's go up to this one here. Molasses. Oh, wait, was I on that one? Yes, I was. Molasses, selling. Bagasse, selling. So I was looking at some other things as well. I was looking at the tableware. So we got a good amount of it. I think about 50,000 liters worth. And if we come on over to here, tableware, I can get $79,000 for it today. We're nowhere near June. It's December. So what I thought of, what's the price going to be next month? And tableware, we are in December. We are here. It's like the worst time. January is even worse. So I think we'll sell the tableware today to get another 100,000. And I need to bring that to where? Sell everything. Sell everything seems to be a popular place. Is the price a whole lot different from those two places? It's the only place I can bring it. All right, so never mind. 50,000 liters of tableware to be sold. I'm wondering now that, because we were at negative 5,000 to start the morning, and now we're at 180. I wonder if the bank, is the bank going to allow me to borrow any money yet? No, they're not. That's discouraging. So let me go sell some tableware. So maybe by the time we sell the tableware, and maybe by the time we, start selling that sugar next month, maybe the bank will start looking like, okay, you got a little bit more money in the bank account. We'll look into it. I'll see you back down at the store down here with, I don't know how many liters I can fit on here of tableware, but you know me, I'm going to try to at least get 25 of them on there. That way I can do it in 2 trips. Well, I ended up with 30 pallets of tableware on here. Not sure how heavy this stuff is, but I am going over a scale, so why not weigh ourselves just to see. When I had 57,000 liters of cane sugar on here, that weighed pretty close to 70,000. And this weighs 35,800. That's with the trailer, I would assume. Alright, let's get rid of these. Not the best time of year to sell it, but, we're trying to get ourselves a combine. So, yeah, sell everything. You may notice that we were over 200,000. That was from the molasses and the bagasse being sold from the sugar factories. But now we're up to 255,000, so we are halfway there to be able to get ourselves the combine modded the way I would like to have it. If we don't reach that, like I said, we can not have it completely the way I would like it, and we can probably still get the combine for like 400,000. But the way I want it, it's going to cost like 500,000. But we do have another load of tableware, probably not 30 pallets worth, but we got that to sell. And of course, next month, well, then it's time to sell the sugar. Definitely something to look at for the near future is, selling this, or maybe just even keeping the trailer, who knows, but getting the low loader for a truck and getting ourselves a truck down the road, because yeah, this doesn't load up that many. This was only supposed to be for the beginning, but yeah, loading up this many pallets even by hand, it's time taking. I've been recording now for like an hour and 20 minutes. I got about we're probably 10 minutes into the video, I would guess, by this point. But anyways, I'll meet you back down at the store after I grab some more tableware. Well, here we are, the last set of items to sell this month, and going to check the bank to see if they think that's enough money in the bank account to maybe give me a little bit of a loan, just to see. But this should get us close to 300,000. I don't think it's going to get us there. We will lose, I don't want to say lose some money, but we got payments, of course, overnight. We got the loans to pay off. I think it's 17,000 in loans per month that we got, so it's going to bring down the money a little bit, but we will make some more sugar, which is a good thing. We got about $170,000 worth of sugar to sell currently. Oh yeah, we did have some more cane sugar that spawned, so I figured I'd bring that on down. Okay, so we got closer to 300,000 than I thought, but we're at 292,558, so that's pretty darn good. Let's see what the bank says now. Probably like, no, it's still not enough. No, Matt, you can't borrow anything. All right, so that's fine. So if we go to our stock market page, just to get a good idea what's going on here. So currently, where's the sugar? There we go. Sugar is now 511. Can go for 524. So we got 170,000. We're going to wait until next month because that's when it says the best time to sell it. But I'm guessing, I'm hoping that, 334,000 liters. That's 334 pallets. Oh, that's going to be a lot of trips, man. It's going to take me forever to sell that. Don't really have much of other things to sell because I pretty much sold everything that we currently have. Can't sell the hay. We got to keep that. Fabric, well, we got $3,000 worth of fabric, so not a whole lot to do there. And it's not the best time of the year to sell it either. You can see, I got 3,000. Price is going down, so I got $12,000 worth of fabric, so it's not too bad. Did I check the sale page today? Harvester, yeah. All right, selling all that sugar, man. That's going to be a lot of trips. How much is it for the low loader that I usually end up getting? Ooh, 45,000. Wait, that's the Load King. That looks... Trying to figure out, is the other one longer or what? Trying to get a good idea of the size of that. Yeah, it looks like it's longer, so it probably ends up holding more pallets. Of course, I would need to buy that and then the dolly, but then, that's fine. We got the money to do that, but then that's taking like $50,000 just to have easier transportation, which would be great because that's a lot of sugar. I could put it on Sell Direct and just get 90% of, the value of the sugar. But we are so close, if I were to sell the sugar myself, being close to getting up to 500,000 to be able to afford the combine. But not only the combine, I'm going to need to lease the header, because we're not going to be able to afford that. I can't remember how much it could be lease the header. Maybe I haven't really looked. And I'm going to need a dolly for it as well. Well, I'm going to go back to the farm. We'll speed through the day, check the sale page, and get to the month of January and reevaluate my money situation. So here's a situation with the oat field I explained that I was coming off there with the cane sugar. I was merging onto the road, and the trailer almost tipped over, so I went forward. Probably destroyed maybe like $100, maybe $200 worth of oats, so not that big of a deal. So fast forwarding some time, I do got some more stuff that's out here. The stuff that spawned does not sell directly. I probably got maybe like $1,000, $2,000 worth of stuff there, because those aren't 1,000 liters per pallet. Let's go ahead and turn that off. We'll turn the beacons off also. Of course, as we're going through the day, the stuff I put on Sell Directly, that stuff is selling. So we're up to $296. Yeah, on the combine, I think the biggest expense for upgrading that combine is I'm going from wheels to tracks. And that could be like an extra $100,000 just for those alone. So if I don't get the tracks, we got the money easily for the combine. Unless one comes up for sale as we go along here. Yeah, we don't really need anything per se. Don't really need that for anything. Yep. All right, I think we're all set. I think our sugar factories are all set. So we're just going to go ahead. And we're going to wake up at 5 a.m. Just to be sure and see what's going on. I mean, just selling the sugar alone can get me the combine where I need it to be. So we only dropped down to 286. That's not too bad. Can I get out the door, please? Thank you. All right, let me just double check on the bank. Do they have a rethought? Maybe after I go through a month. Okay, so now I can borrow almost 40,000. So yeah, I mean, we can kind of do that. The store sale page, nice Forge wagon. But we really don't use the one that we got currently ourselves. So yeah, we're all set there. So now it's a matter of what's that sugar price looking like? Sugar. 524 and going up. And if I sell it, that's $194,000 worth of sugar before our environmental score bonus. So I think along with that, and if I wanted to, I could sell the fabric and get another $14,000 there. I think that will cover it. Well, now the only issue is, well, let me fast forward some time. Let's let that sun rise. And I'll keep my eye on the sugar price, 524. I'm pretty sure that's going to max out right there. But that is going to be like a lot of trips. Oh, the sheep needs some wool moved. All right, let me go move that so the wool can keep spawning. Well, no sense to me showing you the amount of trips I'm going to be making down with the sugar, so I will start selling that. So we're just shy of 300,000. If I sell the sugar, yeah, like I said, that's 200,000 that I know I'm going to get currently. But if we add our bonus, and our bonus is at 10%, so that's like another $20,000 on top of that, right? Pretty close to 20. So 220 and that, we should be at like a $510,000 by the time I finish selling the sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of the sheep's wool, move that out of the way. I'm going to let some time pass, let the price go up a little bit on the sugar. And yeah, I can, if I get 50 pallet, or I can probably get like 30 pallets of sugar on per load. So that's going to be 10 trips back and forth. And every time I take a trip down, back and forth, it's like 6 minutes. So it's going to take me like an hour in real time to sell that sugar straight up. But I don't want to sell it directly and get just 90% of the sale. I need the whole sale because I want to be able to afford the combine. So I will see you in about an hour, but luckily for you, it's just a few seconds. Well, finally, here we are. All the sugar has been sold, getting us up to 508,000. But of course, we did make some cane juice overnight. I keep forgetting. Is it cane juice, cane sugar? What the heck is this stuff? I'm going to keep forgetting what it is, but it's cane. It is cane juice. So we're going to get about 15,000 for this. And I think I'm done selling for a while. I'm tired of coming on down here. Although I don't mind getting the money. But yeah, it's been a while. it's been a journey and a half here. 522,000 in the bank account, but yes, we can afford the combine modded the way I want it to be. Let me go ahead and just park our case over here. I'm going to need that though to do the grain. We'll turn. You know what? I'll leave the beacons on. Well, we'll leave the tractor running. What the heck? So let's come in here. So harvesters, let's scroll on down. In case you didn't see, I think I did show it off a while ago, like in early episodes of what we're going to be buying. But it's the John Deere S690. Yeah, the base price is $335,690, but of course we're going to be doing a whole lot different than what we're doing here. So track setup. This is the big expense, I do believe. Let's see, where is it? There it is. That gets us to the tracks, which adds another 135,000. So right there, that brings up to 471,000 just to get the power tracks. Yeah, because why not? We're going to extend the axle length. I want it to kind of be. Yeah, that looks about right. That looks good. We're basically spreading the axle a little bit wider back here. The spreaders, that is for spitting out the chaff on the back. We're going to go with power cast. I don't know, but it sounds good. I want to see that in action. The exhaust, I don't know if that's really going to matter too much. I mean, I kind of Brazilian exhaust or just a standard. I think we'll go with a standard. I don't think it adds enough for me to want to do anything with that. Numbers, we don't need that. Oversized signs, yeah, we don't really need that. The Patriot plot. Yes, we do need this because we got to put the Australian flag on the side. So there we go. Window tint. I think in Australia, we'd want some window tint. I think 50% would be good. Attachers. Yes, we want attachers on this so we can haul our header around. Let's see. So grain tank, static. No, we want the big grain tank. Getting us up to 24,667. Kind of an odd number there, but the more we hold, the better. License plate, no, we don't need it. That's 492. What am I thought it was 505. What did I do? Was it the exhaust? Okay, so it wasn't the exhaust. I might be missing something here. I'm not sure what I'd be missing, but it's cheaper than I thought it was for some reason. I think we're good to go. Maybe I was adding in the dolly for the header. Well, if I forgot anything, we can add it on later. But oh no, I know what it is. It's the pipe. The pipe. Where did I miss the pipe? Window tint, attachers, grain tank, pipe right here. We need the longer pipe to get around because the header's gonna be sticking out. 499,902. All right, that's probably okay. That's probably where we need to be. I'm hoping that pipe is long enough to get outside the header because we are gonna have the 60-foot header. But 499,000. Thank you very much. That leaves us with 22,000. So let's back out. Oh, sorry. I want to hit back out, not buy. Yeah, I don't need two of those. Wow. So for headers, we're not going to buy the header right off. Well, you know what? We're in here. Well, I mean, lease it. But I want to do combinations. All right. Well, you know what? We're here. Let's go ahead and lease it. Lease it for 10,000. Yes. Yeah, I know. I'm all over the place. What I wanted to do was hit combinations so I can buy the dolly. We're going to buy the dolly today, though. So we got the money. That leaves us with 8,794 in the bank account. Now, if you are wondering after selling everything, let's see, if I needed to borrow a loan, the bank would say, oh, let's drop down a little bit. It was up quite kind of higher, but since I bought the harvester with that money that we had, this total has come down because the bank will loan you 60% on equipment. So 163 is what I could borrow, which is a good amount, but we don't need that. Let's go ahead and run over here and see our new combine. A big purchase out of the way. And there's the dolly. You got to remember how to use that, but there's the header. We should be able to fit everything on here. Seems like it's a little trouble getting up to speed, but once it gets going, it seems like it's fine. Probably should use, I hope this attaches. Oh, wait, this doesn't attach? Not that big of a deal. Alright, so let me go ahead, I'll bring the combine back to the farm. And I guess I will use the KSS down here to bring the header on up. I don't really need the loader, and who knows, I might actually be selling that in the near future. Because we're going to be selling a whole bunch of oats in this in-game month. Well, this process took longer than I wanted it to, because like a moron, I brought the combine back to the farm. And kind of forgot that, well, I need the combine to load the header onto the dolly for the honeybee. So I had to bring the combine all the way back down to the shop to load up the header onto the dolly and then drive it back up here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull up to about here. I almost spaced it about right. So now, drive the combine over to the header. We can attach to that. And then what we got to do is, I'll back up a little bit. Got to drop off the back end of the dolly. There we go. Unfold the header, I think. Can't tell if it's folded or unfolded at this point. Ah, that looks like it's unfolded. Is the combine unfolded? It is now. Straw swath should be on, but before we get to working on that, there's a few things I got to get going here. Let me go. I forgot how much horsepower I need for the baler. 140. Okay, so the Massey Ferguson can. Whoop, where's my Massey? The Massey Ferguson can run that baler. And we do need straw because our tableware production has stopped. I do have a straw bale over here, but it stopped overnight. Luckily, I did not need much tableware, or any tableware, to be able to buy the combine and the dolly today. The one thing I got to see as well is oats. Where am I going to be selling the oats today? Let's see here. Scroll on up. Oats. Grain mill 438. Sell everything 438. Selling grain yard. So the grain mill, which is just right over here, which is fantastic. Let me go ahead and hit Control N. We'll reset the bale counter. Although we're not going to be harvesting this whole oat field this episode. I've been here a while. You know, selling things takes a long time, especially when the store is at the other end of the map. It takes so long to get down there and come back, and loading pallets and all that stuff. But it's all worth it because here we are. Let me go ahead and actually... Why is it not showing me... Let me detach from that, load back up. The bale size. We want the 159s. There we go. Make sure we're making the biggest bale possible. And we'll go ahead and get ourselves a worker to follow us. 30 meters behind us ought to be good. And I'm not going to worry about the grain trailer as of yet. I want to get going on doing some harvesting with a brand new combine. Whoop, yeah, that's a good start. Run right into your expensive case tractor. $1 million worth of equipment, and I'm doing this kind of stuff with it. So I'll probably have to keep the header overnight because the wheat field is not ready. But at this point, I don't care. We should make enough from our selling the oats. Do I have a worker in that, or did my worker disappear? Alright, you're having some issues there, so we'll get rid of the worker. And we'll start afresh. Oh, the other thing I'm going to have to do is turn on the automatic drop. That would be very helpful for the worker. And I may not get all the straw, but hopefully we'll get most of it. Alright, Control F. Alright, so Frank Jr. is going to be in there. Alright, let's see if I can actually get to using the combine now. So I have no idea how much we're going to get off this field. Yield... Yeah, I'm going to get back out again. Yield potential in this field is going to be pretty darn good. We're at 138% out of 125. And it could have been a whole lot better, but this field is over-fertilized. Because the previous owner, well, I don't know what they were doing. But yeah, they over-fertilized the field. Well, actually, technically, I did. Probably from doing contracts. So, of course, some of the straw is going to go into our tableware production. The oats, 100% everything off the field being sold today. Nowhere to store it, and I don't need it for anything. I don't want to buy the grain mill. I could take out a loan and buy the grain mill, sell the flour. But Hudson does not have any interest in wanting that. So we're all set there. And the straw, probably keep most of it. Because we do want it for cows. We're going to get some cows at some point. The tableware production isn't taking a whole lot of straw. So we'll have to see what the price of straw is. I'm guessing into January in Australia, the pricing of straw just absolutely sucks. Because, yeah, it's the middle of summer, so everyone's harvesting the cereal crop, everyone's selling straw, so the price, the value of the straw is just not that great. But it feels good. We got ourselves a harvester for this year's harvest, so I don't have to worry about leasing a combine anymore. Not that it was a big deal, but it's a big purchase that, you know, we had to do. And definitely, it's been a long wait for the people who asked for a John Deere harvester, a big John Deere harvester in one of my series. I kind of promised it for American Falls, never got there, but here we are. Finally, Western Australia, and I think the combine fits rather well with the Australian flag on the side of the combine. That's the only thing with the honeybee header, the 60-footer. It's not a flex header. So you gotta, we gotta do it on relatively flat ground. So I kind of went over a hump there, and you can see the hump on the side lifted the header enough off the ground to where we didn't harvest the oats right there. Not that big of a deal. But look at all these oats that we're going to have here. A very good amount. And almost, the combine fills up to about just shy of 25,000 liters. I think our trailer holds 39,000. Haven't really used that trailer to its maximum yet. I can't remember. I want to say 39,000 or 45,000. I really don't remember. It might be maybe almost 50,000. Well, we'll find out when it comes time to fill it on up. Approaching a full grain tank. And I probably have made it little bit more than halfway around, I would think. Alright, so is this pipe going to be able to reach out past the honeybee header? It looks like it will. Perfect. Let's tab over to our case tractor. We got to drop off the dolly for the header. The wool's got to be brought down to the store, but I don't want to see the store down there for a little bit. I need to take a break from the store. And we do have wool that's currently being made into fabric right now, so it's not like that's not being used down there. So I'm not sure I know exactly what I want to do with the money. I'm going to have to wait to see how much we get from selling the oats and the wheats in February. I thought the wheat would have been ready this month, but I guess I miscalculated on that. Of course, I could throw the money at some of the loans. We got 2 loans. Or I could just start piling up the money to start maybe buying a truck and that low loader. Because honestly, loading up that many pallets to being sold, it was I don't want to say a struggle, but it was time taken. This farmer's not going to mind if I go in his cornfield, I don't think. His corn looks flexible. My oats, not so much. Of course, I do need to save up some money because we'll have the sugarcane harvest coming up in a little while. And of course, we know that takes some money to lease that. So if I go into the store page here, trailers, this holds $39,000. And currently, how many bales have we made? 2 bales. But the bales are going to be huge. We got one nearby here. Yeah, there's one over here. That combine's going to take a second to unload anyways. These bales are 67,500 liters per. So that's a lot of straw. Combine is still unloading. I wonder how the unload rate actually is. I mean, it is 24,000 liter grain tank, so yeah, it's unloading at a decent rate. Probably should go ahead and take a little bit of a thumbnail of that, just in case I forget, because it's been a long day here in Western Australia for me. Alright, let me go ahead and I'm going to complete at least the headland. Should be able to do that. And then we'll go sell some oats. And then I'll probably wrap up the episode there because I need a break. And then we can kind of continue on harvesting the oats in between. Because I need to reset my brain on the whole financial side of things. In case I forgot to say, the sugar factories, I got the sugar back on distributing on both plants. I got the molasses, cane sugar, and bagasse on storing because we want to be able to sell that at the most opportune times. And it looks like I destroyed my farmer's crop a little bit there. I probably should put the fruit and vegetable production building. I should probably change that to storing as well because it's not the best time of year to be selling that stuff either. So I need to go through my productions and get those all squared away. Basically, I need to reevaluate the farm as a whole in general and where we stand. But I think I'll need to do that in between episodes. I'll look at it a little bit. And also need to see how much money we get from selling these oats and some of the wheat. Should have enough to give ourselves a full trailer. As you can see, I'm starting the second headland. But I figured, you know what, might as well come on down this way because that'll get me closer to the grain mill. So we'll just go right on down to this corner here. Should be able to make it. I don't think I'm going to fill up the grain tank. So what are your thoughts on the John Deere combine? Was it worth the $500,000? I think it was. Okay, we'll turn off the header because I am paying a fee for that. Now I need this tractor here. I think we'll just turn around. As for the straw, the leftover straw that's kind of being missed, when I'm in a straight line, the baler seems to be picking up rather well. On the corners, I'll probably go around afterwards and pick up the bigger chunks. Well, let's get ourselves a full trailer here, sell some oats, and see what we get. Should get a good amount off this field. Yeah, I think getting ourselves a truck and a low loader for moving the pallets for next time is a good priority. Even like the wool, the trailer that we currently have is not going to be able to. I got to load the wool by hand to get it on to the second level. And with that many sheep, we're going to be getting a lot of wool. And of course, a bigger grain trailer is going to be nice as well. See if I can get it so it's not... I don't want the grain going through the trailer. I mean, it's not, but it looks like it is. There, that looks a little bit better. Might be better for a thumbnail. Beacons are on the case. What do I got that on? Tip side back. We want to make sure it's not on grain door. Glad that Massey Ferguson can run the baler, because that means the case will have to be on there. Then the Massey Ferguson will have to haul this. Not that it can't. I mean, the John Deere 6230 was able to haul this. Not great, but it could. Now let's go in the other farmer's field and not destroy our sugar cane. I do need to start grabbing some sugar cane and starting to put it back into our mills. I think we still got like 100,000 liters in each to be processed into sugar. So the first load of, I would assume, a decent amount of trips over here. Oh, I should see what our environmental score bonus is up to, because now that we're harvesting the field, it should register the pH level, and also the nitrogen may be up a little bit. So we were at a 10% bonus. I wonder what the bonus is up to now. But this is going to be good for the farm right here, selling all these oats and bringing in the money. Like I said, I'll have to evaluate what to do after this, but that's so we're going to get like 17, 18, we're going to about 19,000 per load. That is pretty darn good, and we should get at least, do I want to say 8 loads, maybe even more than that? Yeah, the grass field's ready to be mowed this month as well. But let's have a quick look at our environmental score stuff. So the field, so it registered the pH, but it did not register nitrogen because I didn't put any down technically. Even though there's nitrogen in the field, that's the only thing about precision farming. There's nitrogen in the field, but I didn't put any in. So I think that's what it might be seeing. But it did boost us up by an extra 1%. I'll take that extra 1%, thank you very much. So, for me, a long day here in Western Australia. Selling does take a while, but that's why I'm going to be looking at... I think the truck is not that expensive. I shouldn't say. It's still like 100 grand. And the trailer, I think the bigger one's 50,000. So 150,000 for that setup. Don't need it right away. So maybe we'll look at maybe some other things, like maybe buying some land at the prices where it's going to be. But I guess all depends, like I said, how much we get off this field. And I think that's what I need to be doing next. So I may get a little harvesting done because this is a big field and we got a lot to harvest here. So I'll probably get like maybe half of it done. So when we start next episode, we got to finish this up. And then we can go into the month of February to where wheat fields should be ready. I thought it was going to be ready this month, but maybe I didn't plant the wheat quick enough. Maybe I did the second month. Because as you can see, wheat should be ready in January. Let me just double check. I mean, the crop definitely did not look like it was ready. And it's still not. That's fine. So I'll have to keep the header overnight. That'll charge us a little bit, but who cares? Because we got this thing right here. So anyways, yeah, if you made this far in the video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. And if you haven't done so already, boy, I'm exhausted. If you haven't done so already, and you think about doing so, hit that subscribe button as well. But yeah, that's what we're going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Western Australia. But until then, have a good one.